honor to be here. Thanks everybody for taking the time. For those of you that don't know about the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, we just turned 100 years old last month. We have 300,000 members across the country. And represent the interests of over 3 million businesses. If you add up the employees of all the businesses that we represent across the country, and my job as the national political director is to meet with candidates who come from our membership, who understand that there's a fundamental choice in this election between candidates who support American free enterprise and candidates who support more governmental solutions. From our members' perspective, over the course of the last several years, businesses like Olin and our members have been under an unprecedented threat, whether it's labor issues like card check, whether it's cap and trade with regard to energy, whether it's the Obamacare legislation that the Supreme Court is currently considering whether it's constitutional or whether it's not constitutional. And I'd say right here in Madison County, it also comes down to tort reform issues. You know, where trial lawyers for a long time have had unbridled reign on suing businesses and taking them out of business. And that's something that the U.S. Chamber, the Illinois Chamber, feels very strongly about. Businesses can't grow unless they have certainty. And when it's uncertain on legal reform issues, when it's uncertain on labor issues, on energy issues, and on healthcare issues, you can appreciate, and I know right here in Illinois, it's hard to decide what you want to do and how to grow your business. And so what we try to do is identify candidates who represent and understand that the free enterprise system is the best way to restore economic growth in this country. So I've spent a lot of time visiting with Jason over the course of the last several months. He's one of the first 6 challengers in the entire country that the U.S. Chamber has decided to endorse. This event is in fact the first such endorsement event that we've done for the United States House of Representatives in the entire country this year. It's how important this race is to us. It's how important this seat is to us and our members from across the country. So on behalf of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and our 300,000 members and the 3 million people that our chamber represents, we're proud to stand with Jason Plummer and endorse him in his campaign for United States House of Representatives here in Illinois. Jason, congratulations.
I appreciate everybody taking some time to come out here today. It means a lot, and it also means a lot what you do here locally. If you look at what's going on here, Olin is a perfect example of how companies can survive and they can thrive in Illinois, in Southern Illinois. And I tell people all the time, a lot of times it's hard for folks to make the connection between public policy and how public policy can negatively impact the company they work for or their job independently. And I can tell you firsthand, especially after having the opportunity to tour your facility, which was a great experience. I came here thinking that we were going to be here for an hour and a half or 2 hours and walk around and look at stuff, and I think we were here about 5 hours. And we went around the entire facility, met a lot of the employees, learned a lot that I didn't know about what you all do here. And one thing I can tell right off the bat, I think we have a backwards energy policy in this country, especially if you look at Southern Illinois with our access to oil and gas and coal and the real opportunity that we have underneath our feet in Southern Illinois. I can't imagine what your energy costs here in producing the product that you put out in the global marketplace. And so that disconnect between the backwards energy policies and the amount of money that costs the company you work for, it makes you less competitive with your competition around the globe. But that's just one thing. If you extrapolate that away from energy, and you take the healthcare situation, if you take the tax situation, if you look at just the lack of certainty that's out there, it negatively impacts not just our businesses, but our employees. And I think if there's anything we're lacking in Southern Illinois, it is that lack of certainty. From Springfield and from Washington, D.C. We need a situation from a tort standpoint with tort reform, spending, taxes, every issue you can think of, the state level, workers' comp. We need a situation where companies can grow. Not just survive, but they can grow, they can employ our people. The 12th Congressional District goes, and we're standing at the tip of the northern tip of the 12th Congressional District. It goes from Alton all the way down to the Kentucky border. It makes up 12 counties. We've got higher unemployment rate than the state average and the national average. We have a lower per capita income than the state average and the national average. The average age of a citizen of the 12th Congressional District is higher than the state average. What does that mean? It means that jobs have left this area, people are leaving this area, and that's tragic because it shrinks our community, it tears apart our families, and most importantly, it takes away the opportunity and the prosperity that a group like the U.S. Chamber of Commerce stands for. When you have free market opportunity for businesses can thrive, great things can happen. And I tell people all the time, there's not a part of the country, and I mean that, there's not a part of the country as blessed as Southern Illinois. If you look at the coal we have, if you look at our access to oil and gas, if you look at our geographic location, our access to, of course, rivers, rail, air, interstate transportation, if you look at some of the institutions we have with SIU Edwardsville, SIU Carbondale, Scott Air Force Base, if you look at the great workforce we have in this area, we've got a tremendous amount of opportunity, but unfortunately we're struggling. We're not struggling because of a lack of human talent, we're not struggling because of a lack of natural resources, we're struggling because of poor public policy, and I think we need elected officials that are going to stand up for folks and make sure that they have the opportunity to provide for their families. People aren't asking for a lot, and everyone will talk about jobs. We don't just need jobs, we need the quality, stable jobs that companies like Olin Brass offer. Jobs that you can be proud of, where you can provide for your families, and you can have a sense that they're going to be here, and the company's going to grow. And that's what we see here, that's what we see in parts of the district, but we don't see enough of it. And I've been doing town halls. I just did a town hall in Alton last week, up and down this district, and I get in front of people. And I'll just be frank, you know, this election season, you're going to hear about a lot of issues, and people are going to try to distract voters, and they're going to talk about a war on this group, or war on that group, or this random issue, that random issue. The fact of the matter is, I've been to 5 town halls now. We've got 3 more planned just in the next couple of weeks. We're going to do 12 over the next 4 weeks. I haven't had a single person ask me about contraceptives. I haven't had a single person ask me, and I'm for the Second Amendment, I'm pro-life, but I haven't had anybody ask about that. They say, what can you do to lower the price of the pump? What can you do to make sure we can get our mines running again? What can you do to bring jobs to Southern Illinois and the Metro East? And that's what my campaign's focused on. That's what the U.S. Chamber of Commerce is focused on. And I think that's what everybody around here needs to be focused on. We need to provide an environment where businesses can grow, workers can find jobs, and they can provide for their families. So I appreciate you taking the time to be here. It means a lot. We're working hard. We're going to keep working hard. But I know you guys are working hard here too. And I appreciate what you guys do for the local economy. I appreciate what you do for Olin Brass. I appreciate what you do for your families. And I just hope you realize our campaign is about one thing, and that is making sure that over the next few years, your company isn't just here. Your company is growing, it's thriving, and it's providing employment to a lot more people, because that's what we need up and down the 12th Congressional District.